Hey, how you guys doing? This is James from GB. We're going to start here on DE Train versus Pandemic. Alright, round one. Our pistol round, we decided to do 2-down ladder, Mailer and I with USPs. We sent Beef Hail Mary down alley, and we were delaying in her with the bomb to give them an appearance that we were actually attacking outside, you know, alley, rushing alley with people coming out ladder and us floating out there. And then we were going to go back in there with the bomb. So it was kind of like a fake, and it actually worked this round. We just floated down ladder, took some picks. Fortunately, Beef didn't get a pick. And I come back down, and I'm going to take some shots on the ramp. The only thing I can say is maybe I could have tried to isolate myself less to both people. Alright, second round. The point is I just want people to take a look at center, but a lot of times you can get pre-naded, like 5 nades, so you want to stay away from it. So a good thing to do is go up and listen for center rather than peek it. No, they don't listen to me, of course, and Ted dies because of it. So you don't really want to sell yourself for eco kills for no reason, because it's not really worth it. And now we're get a gun hunt. Alright, get Ted's gun. So what we normally do is just, spot center, see what they're doing, and or at least listen for it. Come down ladder, listen, and then decide whether we want to go out center or outer or go inner. Usually it's safer to go inner, but I mean, if they're all stacking inner, then of course you want to go outside, which is the point of why you're figuring out what's going on. So we win this round. Now, fourth round, I decided to call a fake. I and another teammate fake inner, while one person goes center and 2 go alley delayed with the bomb. I believe that's how it should be. Now we're just doing, we catch a counter flash, 2 counter flashes actually, so I'm completely blind. We take a second, and hopefully they're calling. Yeah, looked on overview. They rotated at least 1 guy, maybe 2, and then we went back. I went back down ladder, killed a guy, and the other guys were out alley. Again, bomb plan setups, after you get the bomb down, you'll want a retreat plan, so figure out where you're going to go. So you can retreat, nobody loses their guns, nobody gets... And you're always going to want to gun hunt them. So that they only have 2 alive. 3 can drop 2, but 2 can't drop 3 people. So that way, a lot of times, with their money situation, they can only drop, like, one guy's going to have to deagle armor if they're poor, so... Anyway, 5th round. Actually, I get completely... I'm talking. I should have flashed early, so that was a big mistake. I rushed it. That's some of the sloppy things I do. This is 6th round, and I just decided to call a full rush inner, because I know that they like to play 1 guy inner alone. So, which it was the case. Voodoo was by himself. We sent everybody inner upper. And I like to send an opper, inner lower, clean, like no smokes, so he can just op in connector. Mailer gets 1 or 2 frags. He just dips down and then watches the flank. So the point is that the inner lower is not smoked, and then you just slide down with an op. Something K-Sharp used to do to us all the time. 7th round, I'm just going to flash out. Terrible flash. Now, okay, what I did right there in the 7th round was actually really poor. What I should have done is throw in a flash between the 5, and so that it lands right in front of the connector. And then I should have looked right towards the guy where the guy killed me on the right, or on top of the pop dog train to the right. 8th round, just called it 3 alley, 1 center, 1 ladder. Ladder holds, center guy just kind of listens when we just triple boost. Point is, if we want to back off an opper, the only reason why you do this is if you think they're opping alley. So you want to back off the opper and then just come down, and then what we want to do is, see, I'm holding here in case we... And then, see, I called this wrong. We wanted to delay rush this, except randomly we got spammed through the wall. So, it dinked, too. So that's just... those are the breaks. I whiffed on a kill here. I think I was partially blind, but... I'm not going to blame it on that. Alright, this is the 9th round. Ted has such a good op, and so does Mailer. And I didn't know how to use it. I kept thinking, like, how can we not be random, just run out and do opping strategy and pick. So I told them, I started thinking about how conservative, they'll go for picks, and if they get the picks, we'll rush certain places, and if they don't, then they don't. But they don't go crazy for the picks. Like Ted just took the standard. He just picked center, and then he picked ladder. He picked center, and then he picked down alley. Standard stuff. But the point is, like, you don't want people just running around and not doing anything productive. This is the 10th round. I believe I called just everybody enter. We're going to enter execution. A lot of times, if you're just frustrated, we lost like 1 or 2 rounds. If you don't know exactly what you're doing, a lot of times you can just call slow executions and do things correctly. Now, the point is, the tip here is, look how I clear this. I come along the, I'm not saying it's perfect, but you crouch and then I jiggle check right here to try to catch his shoulder, because my right shoulder sticks out further than his. Now, he spots for feet, so I moved against the back wall. I look for him and I take him out. The point that I need to really stress here is, when I came down the steps, I was crouched, and then I stood up. You can't see me if I'm crouched when I come down the steps. And then again, your right shoulder sticks out further, so that's important. It has nothing to do with min models. My right shoulder sticks out further, so he's going to see my right shoulder before I come around the corner. And that's a very important fact that you need to know when you clear entry kill things. And I get completely dominated by Drew. And Drew takes us all out. This would be the 11th round. Now again, a lot of us were trying to figure out who's buying, who has what money. Wasn't a very good frag total for me so far. Now again, I go first, I'll clear this. I'm crouching. Normally I crouch there. And then I jiggle check this, and again, see how I'm getting shot? I should have learned before. Like, I learned all this stuff. You don't clear it close. Clear it from the very back of that wall. And that's what I should have done. He's seeing my feet and I can't see him. Like, I moved back to kill him the round prior. So, yeah, anyway, that was sloppy. I've gotten a lot better at doing entry killing now, because our match, just getting my feet shot at all the time, made me move back. Now, this was an execution we just did. Triple smokes. And then first guy runs to that train and looks to his right. And to clear everything, except he didn't look to his right. It wasn't perfect, and then they counter flashed us to death. I didn't see anything for like the entire round. So, whatever. Start of the 12th round. Alright, now I'm poor, but Garrett had enough money for an op, and he had a good spawn. So I let him, he said he called a buy, so I was like, okay, I'm going to deagle armor and rush alley and make it happen. See, we're getting spammed through the wall. I should have stayed to my right side, because normally you don't get spammed. Make one guy pay. I'm not sure if that was the guy spamming or not. Nah, it was elusive. It was spamming. Now, here's the tip. Here's the most important part. Look, I grabbed the gun completely. The strat's completely messed up at this point. Alright? It was really bad. So, what I need you to grasp from this mess up here is that you need to re-execute strategies. When things fall to pieces, don't just go with it. Pretend like you respawned, ask yourself, how do we win this round? And then revamp and come around and pretty much start over. So I run away, I try to do it again, and then we end up winning a 2v4, I think. It was pretty crazy. It wasn't anything special on my part. My point is, I come back and we were both alley, I think. So if we had both gone from alley, we would probably got pinched by 4 people. But I started over and I regrouped, and we come from we pretend like you have 5 people, and we end up making entrance kills. And hey, and this was kind of like, where is he? Uh-oh, there's 9 seconds left. Can't get the bomb. Don't have enough time. Hail Mary, and I take him down. Everyone got a kick out of that. Now this is the